With another release date for Pokemon 151 comes brand new products, and one of those brand new products is the Zapdos EX Collection Box. Yes, that is a Big Bird Jumbo card in there, so it doesn't seem like we've seen the last of the Jumbo cards yet.
I'm back.
But with 4 packs, 2 promos, and a Jumbo card, let's crack in and see what we can pull. So there is the front of this EX collection box. It does look the same as every single other 151 product, to be honest. We've got those Pokemon, so I'm not going to dwell on that. I think the best thing to do is crack straight into this and get our hands on that Jumbo card. So I'm quite excited about this because I think this Zapdos card is going to fit quite nicely into some of those Miraidon decks that people are playing. Put that over there. So this is quite exciting. It is a promo card. As we can see, obviously there is a Zapdos card. I don't know if you can see it in the, is it that one? In the corner there? There is a Zapdos card in the collection, so it is just an alt art for that card. But it is pretty cool. I'm absolutely buzzing that we haven't got rid of Jumbo cards, I'll be honest. I was really excited when I saw this because I thought Jumbo cards were a thing of the past. I thought we were past Jumbo cards, and I was a little bit sad, I'll be honest, because I do like Jumbo cards. We've got the Jumbo card binder over there, so I was absolutely buzzing to see that we had this. But the card itself, it is just a reprint with different artwork, but we've got the Jumbo card. We'll put that over to one side because what we also have, get rid of that, get rid of that, is we've not just got the Zapdos promo card, which is pretty cool. Obviously it's playable, as I mentioned earlier. It is going to go into some Miraidon decks with that multi-shot lightning. This attack also does 90 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. So coupled with Harlucha or Radiant Alakazam or something like that to spread damage count, we're doing 120 to the active and then 90 to a bench. So that is going to cause some issues for Lost Box, I imagine. We'll put that over to one side. But what we also have in here is the Electabuzz, and it's not a promo, it is just a slightly different, I don't know if you can catch that, holo pattern there. So we've got that cosmic foil holo pattern again, which looks really, really cool on the edges. I've shown these before in videos, and I really like these new holo look promo. Sort of, it is a promo. It's a promo. Let's say you're not going to get it in any other product, so it is a promotional card. It is awesome. I do like the effect on the border and sort of in the basic there and things like that. So it is a pretty cool card. We'll put that over to one side. You do get a code card, obviously, as you always do with these EX collection boxes, and you also get 4 booster packs. It's not one of the most expensive products from 151, so it's not bad. It's not a bad product to get your hands on. It's pretty decent. 4 booster packs. You can't really get them on their own unless you can get your hands on the booster bundles, which have sold out pretty much everywhere, I think. So at the moment, on the day of release for this, we had the Zapdos EX box. I'm not sure if the Mew UPC came out as well, but you also had the release of the mini tins, and obviously the mini tins, they're about £10, so you're talking £5 a pack. So I think that is probably the cheapest way to go at the moment with those mini tins. But let's crack into these and hopefully we can get some decent luck from this EX collection box. So it is going to be a fairly short video because there are only 4 packs, but it's pretty cool. It's a nice little set. I do like any sets with promo cards in, and that Zapdos, because it's going to be so playable, I think it's pretty awesome that they've done a set like this. There's a couple of cards that we haven't got already. Shelder. You've got the Helix Fossil. I can't remember if we've got that or not. The Onyx and Dragonair. We are whizzing through these a little bit more now because we've had a chance to look at most of these cards. Seadra. We've got a reverse holo Vulpix. A reverse holo Machoke. That artwork for Machoke is awesome. Little stars in the background there. That's pretty cool. And a Beedrill holo. And then we have a basic, normal, standard basic energy. We haven't got one of those nice, shiny, fancy energy cards. But with the fact that we've got 4 packs, I mean, I've opened a couple of the mini tins now, which, like I say, they're always a good product to go to if you're not looking to splash out loads of money. They're always a good product to go to. So I have opened a couple of those mini tins already, and they do seem decent. I've had some decent luck with those, so we might open some of those on the channel as well at some point. But I was really excited to see this Zapdos EX collection box. I love Zapdos. I'm not going to say it's my favourite of the legendary bird because Moltres is, but it's probably it's my second favourite. Which I know Articuno's sad, very very sad. We got Tauros, we've got a Porygon, we've got a reverse holo Voltorb, and a holo Omastar, and then we got another. Was that another? Another 1, 2. We're going to get 4. Are we going to get 4 of those? But there's your promo card. Obviously, the promo cards for this set, people want to get their hands on. There's a lot of cards in this set that people want to be able to play with on TCG Live, just to give it a go. I have built an Alakazam EX deck, which I think that should have been on the channel by now. So that will have been the first TCG Live video that we've done on the channel. So that was quite fun to put together. Enjoyed editing that. That was a fun video, and it is something we're going to do a lot more of. What are the chances? What are the chances? That's not pretty awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is one of the cards. It reminds me, this card, of the Aerodactyl card from Lost Origins, which I was absolutely buzzing to pull. I actually can't believe my voice just broke a little bit then. Finally, after 32 years, my voice is broken. I can't believe that we pulled this in the same box that Pokemon's from. So that's pretty cool. But have we got something else? We've got a Mew EX as well. So we've got a double banger pack there. One of the most chased cards in this set. I think after... You know what? It's one of the most playable, I think, is probably the best term to use, because that Charizard EX, the Fire-type Charizard EX, is probably a lot of people's chase cards. But can we do the impossible? We can't. We get a dark energy. I was going to say, can we get a shiny energy card as well? But that is an absolutely awesome pack, because that is a special illustration card, and then we've got an ultra rare as well. Those two cards are absolutely awesome. Love both of them. Been waiting to get my hands on those. A lot of people I've seen have already pulled that Mew and are playing it, so it's pretty cool to get my hands on that. But we are on the last pack, and I'm hoping that what's going on here? Stuck to me. I'm hoping that shouldn't have been the pack that we opened last. Hopefully we'll get another double banger, or maybe even just an ultra. I'll be happy with an ultra rare here. We have got Grimer. We've got a little Weedle there. I'm still buzzing from that Zapdos card, to be fair. Zubat, a Goldeen, a Victory Bell, which we haven't got. Standard, uncommon, but I haven't got it, so I'm happy with that. We've got Big Air Balloon, which is getting a lot of play at the moment. The Stage 2 Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat cost. So this will be useful with that Venusaur, which I think nobody's particularly looking forward to. But it's going to be useful for that. It's going to be useful for other cards as well. We've got Doduo. We've got an illustration art Mr. Mime. Little weirdos stood in a field there. They are strange Pokemon. Not really Pokemon. They're like little people dressed as Pokemon. And then we also have the Aerodactyl card, which I have pulled. But I really, really, really love this card. We've got that Devolution Ray there, which for 2 energies does 100 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, evolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. This is going to cause a lot of trouble for Charizard decks, because a lot of Charizard decks are only playing one Charmeleon. It's very rare that they're going to get knocked down to a Charmeleon. Even if that was the case, I don't know off the top of my head, but I think the Charmeleon has got like 90 HP. Just realised the centering is abysmal on that. Really, really bad. It's almost sliding off onto the next card. Anyway, where was I? So you will be knocking that Charizard off someone's Charmander, going straight down to a Charmander. You've already done that 100 damage, so that Charmander's getting knocked out. And we have a Psychic Energy as well. I think we've got a Psychic Energy. Have to have a look. Obviously, you'll see it going in the binder if we haven't. But yeah, we've got one of those Psychic Energies. And that Aerodactyl, I do think that Aerodactyl's going to get a decent amount of play. So, not a bad box at all. I'm fairly happy. We did get, obviously, a few rare holos. And then we got one of those shiny energy cards, which I quite like. I think there are slightly different holo patterns on some of these, which I've just noticed, because that looks a little bit Slightly different holo pattern on that does. I don't know if that's... I might be just talking rubbish, and I usually am, but it does look slightly different. And then obviously we got the ultra rare. We got the ultra rare Mew, which I think is probably one of the most playable cards from this set. We have got that restart ability, which once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. So that could be pretty useful. And then we got genome hacking, which I think is the main use of this card, is choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. So in some circumstances, that could be fairly useful. I think it's going to get a fair bit of play. We had that Mr. Mime with the illustration art Mr. Mime, which is pretty cool. You know what? I'm not a fan of Mr. Mime, but it's pretty cool artwork. I like that. They're sort of... I don't really know what's... I think they're playing chess. I think. I'm not entirely sure. We'll put a chessboard on there and see if that makes sense. It does seem to make sense, to be fair. In the park playing chess. So yeah, Mimic Barrier. If this Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon have the same amount of energy attacks, prevent all damage. We've spoken about that. I think we've spoken about this Mr. Mime card on videos before. But we did get, obviously, we got that Zapdos EX, which is a promo card. We can see the Black Star promo in the corner there. So it is slightly different. I'll put the other version on screen now so you can see what's different about it. But all the attacks, the HP, everything's exactly the same. This is going to slot very, very nicely into people's Miraidon decks because it is a basic, so Bravery Charm and things like that will work with it. And it is going to be quite useful for some decks with quite low HP Pokemon on, so like I say, Lost Box and things like that. Then there's the Electabuzz, which again, it's not a promo, but it has got a slightly different holo pattern, so if you want to fully complete this set, you're going to have to try and get cards like this as well, which can be a bit of a pain sometimes, but I do quite like it. I like that it's got a slightly different holo pattern to the regular. I think it is a rare, and it's just a common, so it wouldn't have had a holo pattern anyway, so you will now have this reverse holo and the standard to get your hands on. But the big pull, and we are not going to gloss over it because 1, it's a special illustration art. 2, we pulled this Zapdos EX, which is one of the probably some people's chase cards from this set, actually in the Zapdos EX collection box. So it's pretty cool, absolutely stunning artwork. It really, really does remind me of that Aerodactyl art from Lost Origin, which is pretty cool, where you see that flying over a landscape. We've got all 3 legendary birds as well there. So we've got Zapdos as the main Pokemon. We've got Moltres and Articuno in the corner there. Awesome card. It's going to get a lot of play, and a lot of people are going to put that into those Miraidon decks just to show a bit of glitter across the whole deck. But if you do like the video, guys, remember to hit that thumbs up button, drop me a like and drop a comment in the comment section. And if you're not already, subscribe to this channel because there is loads of content coming. We are going to have lots more TCG live videos coming to the channel. The 151 schedule is still rolling, so there will be new products coming out for that. And then, just around the corner, we have got Paradox Rift as well. So make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that every single time one of those videos goes live, you'll be notified and you can jump on and grab those code cards. But until next time, thanks guys.